I stand in the middle of the mansion's living room, surrounded by my pack. Lenore, Curtis, Kyle, Matthew, Hannah, and the others. The tension in the room is palpable, and I can practically taste their anxiety as we try to figure out what happened to Brad. "Someone explain this to me," I demand, my voice booming throughout the room. "How could he just disappear?" "Raul?" Dr. Donahue begins cautiously, her voice strained with concern. "I understand you're upset, but the best thing any of us can do for Brad right now is to just calm down." Yeah. He was right about that being the least productive phrase in the English language. Definitely striking that from my lexicon permanently. "Calm down?" I snap, my anger flaring. "You were supposed to be helping him, and now he's gone. How could you let this happen?" "Raul, please," Dr. Wilson interjects, attempting to defuse the situation. "This isn't Dr. Donahue's fault." "No," I snarl, "because he was fine until I let this doctor you convinced me to allow into our home talk to him. And now, suddenly, he's gone? And you don't think that's at all suspicious?" He doesn't reply right away, and the room is so silent I can hear the hearts pattering around me like war drums. They're not used to seeing their alpha lose his cool, which is why I sent Mina upstairs. But when it comes to my mate... "What did you say to him exactly?" I demand, turning on the psychologist. "And don't give me that confidentiality bullshit. My mate is gone, and right now, you're the #1 suspect." For a second, Dr. Donahue's professionalism falters, and I'm staring down another alpha shifter rather than a doctor. "Raul," she says, her voice calm and measured despite the tension in her jaw. "I understand that you're worried, but I can assure you that I would never do anything to harm Brad. We briefly discussed his personal history, or at least his version of it." "And what part of this history had him looking like a ghost when I came into the room?" I press. I can see her at war with herself, but before any of the other titles we take onto our shoulders, we are wolves first, and alphas. "He mentioned something about his brother," she finally answers. "His parents sent him to a conversion therapist to try to fix his sexuality, and Brad got him out. I could tell it was a traumatic memory for him, so I didn't want to push it too far. But that's all. He never said anything that would lead me to believe he was an active harm to himself or anyone else," she said. And from the tension in her voice, I could sense she was telling the truth. Which didn't leave me with any more answers than I'd started with. "There's still Trent," Lenore spoke up, holding my gaze. "Curtis and I questioned him, but he insists he doesn't know anything. Maybe you'll have better luck." By luck, she means maybe I can torture it out of him, and that's sounding like a grand idea at the moment.